Good evening. Hello, everybody, and good evening.
Wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water.
We're going to start this third annual Gloster Society Dinner off. I want to introduce you to a man that I don't have to introduce you to, quite frankly. Someone you all certainly know will get our evening kicked off. Please welcome to the stage Dr. John Maupin Jr., President of the Morehouse School of Medicine.
As many of you know, the Gloster Society is a donor recognition society that is close to my heart, and it acknowledges our donors for your extraordinary philanthropy to this institution. The society is named in honor of the late Dr. Hugh Gloster, former president of Morehouse College and founder of the Morehouse School of Medicine. Your philanthropic contributions continue to keep his dream a reality.
Wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water.
It is not by accident, much more by design, that Dr. Benjamin becomes America's doctor. We've been fortunate because we've watched, many of you have watched, I know I have, the maturation of America's doctor. And she comes along at a moment in time where leadership and vision is critical. There's been a lot of discussion about health reform, but for those of you who've ever built a business, built a not-for-profit, managed an enterprise, all the great ideas in the world, they don't mean a darn thing if you can't execute. And at this moment in time, it's about execution. And we're fortunate to have one of our own who will be able to add her voice to those issues around execution. Because the success of a piece of legislation without execution is another great idea that can go by the boards. So with Dr. Rustine here to accept this award, it only reaffirms that the mission of this institution is clearly something that matters, because the stats speak for themselves.
You know, I'm used to filling in for our wonderful Surgeon General, Dr. Benjamin, who, by the way, was a classmate of mine. We were in the second class at Morehouse School of Medicine. And it just by fate, I guess, we were actually study partners. You know, you pair up in the first few days of school, and you know you're worried about whether you're going to pass all your courses or not. And she was my study partner, and we remained close throughout school, and we both went on to be family physicians and went off into remote places, but stayed in touch over the years. And when the president nominated her to be our Surgeon General, I was working in the office of the Surgeon General. I called her up, I said, Regina, you're going to be my boss. And we laughed about this. Well, about 3 or 4 months into her tenure, she asked me to be her deputy. And I have to say, you're honoring a wonderful person here. Yes, she's tough. But you know what? I'm not telling you something you don't already know. She has a heart that's bigger than anybody's, and a passion and a devotion to doing something about eliminating the health disparities that exist in our country. Not just talking about it, but putting it into practice. So on this occasion, I'm not only happy to fill in for our wonderful Surgeon General, but actually to do it back here.
In the water, children wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Gonna trouble.
I met with an incredible donor, and actually I will not take the credit. Mary Kay Murphy, who's over here, Mary Kay, my colleague, and I met with a donor, and an honest donor, who said, boy, what could I do something different? I like the language more, better, differently, so I'll improvise. That's what he said. What could I do more, better, differently to help Morehouse School of Medicine? I said, you know, the Gloster Society through the economic times, it's not jumping to the level. I want us at 200. We should have 200, 250 members. Of course, Dr. Maupin's saying 350, 400. And Danetta Butler is saying 500. I hear you. But what do we do more, better, differently? And so he offered a challenge to us. And I'm offering all of you. And the staff is in the back of the room. Staff, raise your hand. All of you have this card on your table. You see the prop here. What I am offering is a wonderful opportunity for every individual, company, foundation that joins the Gloster Society. For every one membership today, we will receive a $1,000 match. So let me say that in my world. If I get 200 members, I get $200,000 on top of your donations. It's not limited at 1,000, of course, so if you'd like to go above that, that's always greatly appreciated. And many of you have, so thank you. But this is a jump start to 2010. It is it's a donor that took the time to say, what could I do for us? And this is what he decided to do. It's a challenge. I hope that you all take the time to fill out this card. For those of you that know we know you, most of you can just put your name and say, I pledge, and we'll call you. And that's all you have to do. But I would like to take the time. We don't do this often. When we usually have our dinners and our meetings, we thank you, but we don't ask you at the end for the hook. But this year I'm going to ask for something different. And the reason is because this is what keeps us going forward. It helps us in our strategy, it helps us in our planning, and more importantly, it helps us with our budget as we move forward. The dollars that you do give to us, as you know, give to scholarship. It's unrestricted dollars to scholarship, technology, and to our library, which, as you know, is the vitality of the institution in keeping us where we are today. So at this time, I just have a great job because I get to end on time. But I'd like to ask each of you to take a moment, read the pledge card, take your opportunity. For those that don't like to pledge, and I know a few people have written a check already, thank you very much. Please visit the staff who are all here. And I will never stop today without the staff raising their hand and thanking them for the tireless work that went on today to have this dinner. Thank you, staff.